how to add text to a square or rectangular spiral design in Photoshop. Now there's a path, and I'm just going to remove this. What you can do, go to View and down to Guides. You don't have to use guides, perfectly reasonable not to, but a new guide layout means you can get a very regular spiral design, square or rectangular. And I'm going to go with 12 and 12. You could go with 5 and 5, 10 and 15, perfectly reasonable. And I'm going with that, click OK. Then go over here and Pen Tool. Now the position may vary depending on customization of your Photoshop toolbox. Go with Path at the top and then just click here on the intersection. Click there. Likewise along there, and you can see you've got a straight line. Now you've got no path sort of stroke or any fill or anything. You're just doing pass. Click there, and then instead of going all the way, go one in. So you just see there, I'm just going to go here. So just along that line, and then click here. And again, just repeat that all the way around. Now you don't have to go all the way into the center. And you can always undo, of course. If you make a mistake, you go slightly off, undo it. So you can see you can create it all the way around. Now go to the horizontal type tool. And if you do that, you should, and it doesn't always happen, but most time you hover over here. If you hover over, you'll see the cursor change and you get this sort of text or type on path. And just click. Though before you do it, you might want to set the font. You might want to set the size. All those. I'm going to go with 10 point. You, of course, can vary it. Depends on the size of your document. So just hover over there, click. And you can see I've got lorem ipsum being put in there. Of course, you can type whatever you want. And you can, of course, go and type some more. So if you type some more down the bottom. Now you'll notice there is a slight issue here. As you go all the way along, you hit that corner and then there's a gap. Doesn't work out how to go around that lot. It basically leaves a square space there, which is slightly frustrating, but that's the way it works. Please put in the comments below if you know of a way around that. Of course, you can always slot something in later if you want to. But you've got that design, so you can see you've got now a square or rectangular spiral design. But you can also modify it. You can always at any point select some text, maybe go and change it, go here regular, if it's available, bold, maybe changed there, you can change that. Also you can change the colour, maybe change it to red, and so on. So you can create a variety of different designs. Also what you can do, you can select lots of the text or all of the text and go to the character panel. That's in the window menu. And you can see, because I've obviously changed the font, some of the fonts is different, you can't access that. But you can just set it again back to the same just by Get Arial Black. Also you can change the size, go for 11, and that will change all of it. And again, you've still got this issue here. You can modify the various scaling, you can just change these settings. But what you can also do, and I think that's quite a good one, this is a useful one, baseline shift. Use that. And you see it's -2 at the moment. By default, it would probably be 0. And you can push that out, go for 30, and you can see what happens. It just squeezes it upward out of that spiral. And also you can go the other way, so minus, and you can get it really crunched up, so you can get this sort of unusual crunched up text. And you can vary it, of course, in numerous ways. You can go just back to there. And once you've got that, you can also, you notice, you can select all this text again. Makes sense, you select it all. If you don't select it all, you get some unusual designs, but you might want that. You've also got an option here. And you can distort the text. Create warp text, as it says. Why it says text, I don't know. Most of the time it says type or character. Seems to be a confusion between the two, or three. And by default, you've got none. But what you can do, you can go for arc. So you can set it to arc. Maybe go for arch, flag, bulge, and so on. Create a variety of different designs. Change the bend there so you can see it bend in. But you've still got a spiral. Click OK. And you can still, of course, still add. So you can still, you've still got the same problem of that gap as it on the corners. You can see as you type around, you have still got your spiral design. It's still live. You can still edit the text, change the colours, select any of the different parts, say, oh, I want that to be red, and you can change it like that. And you've got your design. And press return. Once you're finished with everything, press return. And there is your spiral or rectangular text. Hope you found this tutorial of interest. Any questions, please leave in the comments below. Thank you much.